Guys, it's Angela. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today for my humongous trunk. When this thing came in the mail, I thought I have never seen a trunk so big. So I am so excited to share it with you today. It's all about comfy, cozy clothes for wintertime. So when those days come that it is cold outside, you guys are gonna be comfy and cozy and warm in these items that I'm going to be showing you today. I also have some tidbits of the week to share with you, and of course my thought of the week as well. So stay tuned for that. Those will both be after the try-on. Also, I want to give a special shout out to someone who signed up under me for their trunk. I'm so excited. I've never had anybody do that before. And so Elizabeth, I don't want to say your last name, but thank you so much for seeing my trunk club video and using my link and ordering your own trunk. I hope that you got some great items in your trunk, that you really enjoyed it. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for you using my link, because you got a credit and I get a credit and everybody's happy. So I was so excited. So I'm gonna see if I can find something in this trunk to use that credit on. All right, you guys, so let's get to the try-ons. First item, it is this really nice puffer jacket, I guess you would call it. And I've never seen a jacket with so many tags hanging from it. I mean, this has like a million little tags hanging here. Anyways, this is a light gray, and it does look like it comes a little bit lower in the back than in the front. And it's got this kind of quilted material here, and then here under the arms is a different pattern. The arms have a little bit of elastic on the inside so that it kind of hugs to your wrist, and then this kind of slips over. The hood, the inside of this hood is so soft. It's like the softest fleece I've ever felt. It's really nice. The inside though is not like that. It's black on the inside, but it's the same material that's on the outside, just now on the inside. So let's see. There are little draw strings on the hood to pull it tighter and to keep it that way if you want. And let's see. The pockets on the side, again, seamless. It goes right into the seam. You can't really even tell that the pockets are there. But inside the pockets is the same material as the hood. Really soft and warm for your hands. This would be really nice when it starts getting cold outside, because your hands are nice and toasty on the inside here. So let's give you a little bit of a look on the inside as well, just to kind of show you what the material looks like. Here's what it would look like open. Really cute jacket. And I think it would be perfect for someone who doesn't live in an extreme cold weather area in the winter, because while it's light, it is warm, but I'm not really sure if it would be the kind of jacket for me to be able to wear in Michigan in the winter on a 20-degree or below day, which we can frequently get. So what do you guys think of this jacket? Okay, so here is another wonderfully cozy item. If you guys are into, of course, Bentley knows it's building time. He's got to get a squeaky toy, of course. Okay, so if you guys are into wraps or kind of shawls, this may be perfect for you. Barefoot Dreams, who is the company that makes this, oh my gosh, this material is so soft and cozy. So let me put this on for you so you can get an idea of what it looks like. There are holes here for your arms to go through on the side. You just kind of pull it up a bit. Sorry. Okay. That's what happens when you film at home and you've got a dog that gets excited when the camera goes on. I don't know. All right. So here's what it would look like on how it's supposed to be. It has got this, it's kind of a light gray here and navy. And I'm telling you, it's so soft. It's got fringe on the bottom all the way around. So let me give you an idea of what it looks like all the way around. Very warm. It's kind of like wearing a blanket that it will stay on because the arms kind of keep it in place a bit. For me, love this fabric. Oh, it is so toasty. But the only thing is, I feel like for me, I'd be playing with it all the time to kind of wrap it. Hey, Bentley, here's Bentley. To kind of keep it closed because there are no buttons, there's no closures. So it's gonna hang like this and you get a little warmth, but for me, I like to be fully wrapped, and I just don't know that I'd be playing with this, I think, a lot. What do you guys think? What do you think, Bentley? What do you think of this? Do you like it? Okay, next we have this Buttery suede jacket. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. It's very thin. Let me show you. So this suede is just, it really literally is paper thin, but it is so soft and buttery. It's this really pretty light pink color, and what a great layering piece for fall. My concern, as I'm kind of looking at it right now, is I don't wear a lot of cropped items for tops. So this is always, for me, I'm gonna have my tops coming down lower than the jacket. If you're a person who has a lot of shorter tops, then this would work out great and you wouldn't be able to see the shirts popping out from the bottom. So let me give you kind of a look at this. Because it's so thin, it tends to lay nicely when you have it kind of flapped open. And of course, you could make this go all the way up. And this is what you're gonna get with a closed look. And then you can open it up little by little and kind of play with it to see what it would look like. Or you could wear it completely open. Okay, something like that. So let me give you a closer up look of the material and the coloring. I'm not really sure that you guys can tell the coloring too well on here. It's got a little bit of pattern detail just with the seams going in different directions. Not too much detail as far as buckles and grommets and all that kind of thing, but it is a really nice quality suede jacket if you're looking for something thin and if you're looking for something shorter. So what do you guys think of this one? All right, you guys, so here is the next item. They are these cozy Ugg slippers it just fits perfectly over your foot. It's like a lamb's wool, and same thing on the inside as well. These are so comfortable and so warm. For me, it's perfect because my feet are always freezing in the wintertime. Here's what the bottom looks like. It's a suede on the bottom. And then it's got this lamb's wool on the top. They had this in gray and they had it in a beige as well. For me, this is a size 9. I need to up to a size 10. They don't come in half sizes, they're only full sizes. So for me, I normally wear an 8.5 and I ordered a 9, but they're still too small. So definitely if you decide to try something like this, go up at least a size to a size and a half. So let me show you what these look like on. So here's what they look like on, and of course Bentley is very intrigued. He's getting his cameo appearance in. All right, Bentley, they need to be able to see my slippers. They're very comfortable, but again, for me, they're really tight because because I need to go up a size. So I have just a footy sock on. These are not no-shows, they're just regular footies. So just to kind of give you an idea of how much of your sock you're gonna see if you wanna wear a sock with them. The no-shows probably, or no socks, would probably be better to wear with something like these. All right, you guys, I think I have found my new friend, my new little friend. This is by Barefoot Dreams again, and the material is so thick and comfy and just soft. If you've heard about that brand at all, when Nordstrom has their anniversary sale, these things just sell out. Anything in this brand sells out because the quality is so good. I love wearing a robe over my clothes in the house just to kind of keep me warm in the wintertime. I would get so much use out of this literally every day. I come in, and if I'm a little bit chilly, then I just throw on a robe, and I love it because you can belt it. And I mean, it doesn't look like the most attractive in the world, but it's almost like wearing a blanket that you can keep closed because it's belted. So I just love a robe, and the one I have is great. I wear it all the time, but this is even better. Let me give you a close-up of it's kind of like a rose color, like a blush rose. And if you guys can see kind of the material on this, it is just fantastic. I love it. And so you've got your belt here, kind of folded over around the neck. It does have pockets, so that's perfect for me, carrying my little phone around or whatever around the house. But this is a winner for me. Okay, here is the last warm and cozy outfit to share with you guys. This outfit is by UGG, believe it or not. I didn't know UGG made clothes. So anyways, this is a sweat outfit. You've got the typical sweatpants here, and it's got the drawstring at the waist. Like the color a lot. It's like this dark plum color. It's really pretty. And then the top, it has a raw edge. The top's got a raw edge here, a raw edge, almost just like scissor cut. There's no seams at all. And the inside material is so warm. Let me see if I can kind of give you a close-up of what the material is. It's like a fleece, I guess, but it's nice and warm. And there's a little bit more of the coloring. It's maybe like a dark burgundy. I'm not sure if it's coming up that way on the screen, but it's a dark kind of burgundy maroon color. It's got a unipocket in the front, so you can put your hands in there. There is warm material on the outside edge of the pocket, but not on the inside towards your stomach area. It's got the hood with the same material on the inside. So I think this would be nice and warm in the wintertime, but I have to look back at the style card. I think this was expensive. I wanna say this could have been $150 to $200 for the top and the bottom. I gotta look back at that, but I feel like it was expensive. The pants kind of have an elastic at the ankle, no pockets in the pants at all. So there's another option for fall. Love the color, and I do like how soft it is, but for me, I'm thinking it a little bit pricey for just something that I would wear around the house. So what did you guys think of this warm and cozy trunk? So here's what my thoughts are. Obviously, I'm just gonna go over what I'm deciding to keep or what I'm on the fence about, and wanna know what your opinion is to kind of help me decide. So for me, I'm thinking the keeper for sure out of this box was this Barefoot Dreams robe. Oh, It's like I said, it's like wearing a blanket that you can belt on so you don't have to keep messing with it. So this is gonna be great. I will get so much use out of this that it's gonna be totally worth the money. And I'm gonna use my credit to go towards this robe. So again, thank you, Elizabeth, for using my link and signing up for Trunk and giving me the opportunity to even have a credit that I can use on buying something. It's amazing. So that is a for sure. The other item I'm debating about are these slippers, these UGG slippers. So I would get a ton of use out of this as well. What I'm debating about is going with the size 9, which as I'm wearing them, they feel a little bit better. So it's making me wonder if they'll stretch a little bit as you wear them. Or I ordered a 10 and let's see, I don't know if those will be too big. I'm gonna have to do some research and read reviews to see if people are saying that these will kind of get bigger over time, because now I'm wondering what I should do as far as size wise. But I will keep these because again, I will get the same amount of use out of them, like literally every day, all day, every day. When I'm at the house, I'll have these slippers on. So that'll be totally worth it. All right, so I'm gonna share with you guys my 3 tidbits of the week. So, as you know, last time in my Stitch Fix video, my very last Stitch Fix video, I started sharing tidbits of the week with you. And what those are is just interesting things that have happened in my life in the past week since I've done my last video. And I thought I would share them with you to kind of give you just a little update if you're interested in hearing about what's new. So a couple of things to follow up on. Last video, in that Stitch Fix video, I talked about my thought of the day as well. That's new as well. And it was about getting out of a rut. Well, one of my tidbits this week is going along with that theme. So number 1 tidbit this week is my husband and I went out and enjoyed an adventure day together. And we went to a little town new to us called downtown Rochester, and just haven't gone. It's about an hour away from us, and we went out, had a great day, went out there and ate and did some activities. I'm gonna share those with you and show you the pictures of our little adventure day. So I hope that you guys are planning or maybe did your own little adventure day, did something different in your week, and I would love if you guys would share those in the comments below. Tidbit number 2. Last week I told you guys that I started a new online job teaching kids English as a second language to kids in China. So I have a little clip that I recorded yesterday that I'm going to give you about how it went teaching my first couple classes for VIP Kid. So if you're interested, I'm gonna show you that video now. Hi guys, it's Angela. I just thought I would get on here this morning and share my morning with you. I have had quite an interesting morning. So I know that in the last video, in my Stitch Fix video, I told you all about my new little online job from home that I'm doing, teaching English as a second language to kids in China. So this morning I had my first 2 classes. Let me tell you, okay, last night I didn't sleep well at all. My stomach was just going and I'm thinking, oh, am I gonna do this right? Is it gonna all work out? Am I gonna finish the class on time? All these thoughts rolling around in my mind. I was so nervous. So this morning, bright and early at 6:30, I got online for my first student. When it's 6:30 here, Eastern Standard Time, it is 6:30 p.m. that same day for them. So 12 hours difference right now. So my first student was I literally couldn't ask for a better student to start off with. He was just such a great student. He had focus. He was really good at reading English and speaking English, and I thought, wow, this is great. So we had a lot of fun together, and it went really well. So then that was a kind of beginner level class. And then an hour and a half later, I gave myself some room in between my classes on just starting out because I didn't want to freak myself out with maybe running over and then being late for the next student. So I gave myself some cushion. And so my second student, I was doing a English assessment. They were basically doing an assessment lesson where they're being tested on the whole unit that they've learned prior to that. And there's a pretty good form that you have to fill out on how they did on all the different slides. So that student did a good job, but noticeably a lot difference in their ability to speak, to kind of choose the right verbs, choose the right vowels to go in words. So it was quite a difference, and that student needed a lot more help, even on the test, to get through it. I did finish on time with that one. My first class, I finished probably about 3 minutes late, but I don't really want to say late because you have between 25 minutes and 28 minutes to finish your class with your student. And I finished at about the 27 and a half minute mark. So it wasn't late, but still they kind of want you to be more closer to that 25 minutes in finishing. So, but first class, you know, what are you gonna do? Second class, we finished at almost 26 minutes, so that was awesome. But I feel like a weight has been lifted off now. I'm probably gonna really sleep well tonight because all these jitters and just worry about the whole darn thing is done. I've gotten my first classes out of the way, and now I feel like, I kind of know how it goes. I can breathe, and hopefully with every class that I have, it gets a little bit easier. I get more confident as far as not worrying how things are gonna go. Because if, you know, you just do what you can. You just do the best that you can, and hopefully they come back and book you for another class. So anyways, I thought I would just share that with you guys. And also, I got this humongous trunk in the mail that I'm going to be shooting a video on later today once I get my energy back. And so I will maybe insert this into that video to kind of give you guys a little update on how the classes went. Tidbit number 3, the other interesting thing that happened this week, which probably my daughter would not say is interesting at all. She came home this last weekend, and she had come home on a Friday. Saturday morning, my husband is anxious to go to his workout class. He gets in his car. I thought he was gone. He comes back in the door. He's like, I just ran into Julia's car. So apparently he was backing out of the garage, and we do have a backup camera on that car, and we do have beepers that go off when you're backing up and you get close to something. Apparently those were just working, but not working up here. And so he wasn't paying attention. He's used to her car not being in the driveway. He just hauled off and backed right into her car. So he comes in and tells me this, and I go out. The front driver's side bumper area of her car, and the light is smashed. There's pieces on the ground. The bumper is dented, and the panel coming from that corner pushed backward, and it was to the point where she couldn't even open her driver's side door. So I'm like, how fast were you going backing out of the garage? You know, like how could you create so much damage for just backing out of the garage in the driveway? His car, the passenger back end, was scratched up big time. The light was fine and whatever, but it was all damaged. So that was When she woke up and found out that's what happened to her car, needless to say, she was a little upset about that because she takes good care of her car and she's never had anything like that happen. And Dad does it in the driveway to her car. So that was interesting. We took the cars in. They're actually both in for service. My husband and I are driving rental cars for 2 weeks because they're being worked on. And the damage for something like that, if we didn't have insurance, we would have been paying about $7,500 to fix both cars. So unbelievable. And another little fun fact, that isn't the first time that's happened. So, you know, I'm a little worried about you driving on the road. Are you like actually paying attention? You know, what's going on here? So that was my little interesting, well, all of our little interesting thing that happened this week, because that just kind of snowballed into figuring out how we're gonna get around, you know, what was gonna happen. So Monday was involved with taking the cars in, getting rental cars, blah, 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 before I went to work. So if that's ever happened to anybody out there, just know that you're not the only one, or maybe if your husband did that as well, you guys aren't the only one. People have had that happen. And in fact, the auto body shop guy had said, he goes, oh, that's nothing. He goes, in the wintertime, there was a driveway that was kind of like a big, kind of steep driveway. This woman goes in to get into her car, big truck, starts backing down the driveway, slides because of the ice, backs into the daughter's car, which moves the daughter's car, backs down into the son's car, and then they had a friend over that was kind of parked in the street at the end of the driveway. All 3 cars slid down, backed into that car. So the auto body shop guy said, I had all 4 cars from that same one incident. So he was like, that's like nothing. I've had that kind of happen, so I've seen it all. So interesting, kind of fun little story, but now we can laugh about it because it's over. But anyways, just thought I would share that with you. That was kind of a little hairy, but turned into funny story by the end of the week. So my thought of the week. Okay, this kind of goes along with last week, how I was talking about being in a rut and what to do to get out of it. My thought for you is this: if you are not dreaming of anything in your life, if you are not working towards a goal, don't have any goals, then you are cheating yourself. Yes, cheating yourself. And the reason why I say that is because those dreams and those goals that we work towards little by little is what gives us the juice in our lives. Everybody gets up and we go to work, or we, you know, have this kind of same things happening majority of our week. So sometimes not only does that get monotonous, but it's just, that's just how it is. And so we're going through our week feeling like maybe sometimes a little empty. Maybe sometimes like, is there more to life than what's going on? How can I bring excitement back into my life? So for me, what I have found is having some kind of goal to work towards. It doesn't have to be a huge goal. It could be a huge goal. It could be a huge goal that you break down into pieces, that maybe you take a piece this week and say, okay, by the end of this week, I'm gonna have done this thing to work towards that bigger goal. Or maybe it's just a small goal every week that motivates you, that gives you that feeling when you finish it of accomplishment. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you've added something interesting in your week. You're working towards something. Same thing with dreams. We've all had dreams in our lives. Maybe it hasn't been since you were a kid that you've had dreams. Maybe kind of life has gotten in the way and you've just kind of been living day to day and, you know, kind of just going through the motion. And the dreams have kind of long been forgotten. Well, I'm encouraging you to sit down and give yourself some time to dream again. What are those things that you really wanted to do in your life? What are some, you know, things that you've thought about, but somehow they've kind of gotten pushed to the side. Rethink about those things. And whether it's a dream or just a goal, large or small, sit down and plan out, what do I need to do? What are the steps that I need to do to get towards that ultimate goal? Or what can I do this week just to get that small goal done? For me, I love planning, I love organizing. So what I will do is I'll take a goal and I will say, here's my steps. I just take an index card or whatever, write down my steps of what are the things I can think of that I need to do to move forward to get closer to that goal or to get to that goal. And then what I do is I schedule them on my calendar. You know, this day I'm gonna do this one thing to move myself forward, because goals are funny. We can have goals, we can have dreams, but the thing is, if we just kind of sit and be stuck in them, you're thinking, okay, I just don't even know where to start. I want to get here, but I don't know where to start. So just think small. What's one thing I can do? I don't know what it would be for you, but you know, you can't run a marathon, for an example, until you take that first one step and then the next step, and you keep moving, okay, to get to that finish line. It's the same thing with goals. It's the same thing with dreams. Figure out what it is you want. Take a little quiet time to just shut everything out. Find a quiet space in your house and sit and think, what is it? What is it I want to work towards? What is my dream? And then start kind of putting down steps. What things do I know would help to move me closer to that? And I encourage you to just keep at it. The steps of keeping moving forward is what's going to bring you the juice in your life. The end goal is the ultimate thing, but those movements forward are going to keep continually giving you the juice in your life that will kind of give you that motivation during your week to kind of get through those everyday things that we all do. So I hope that helps someone out there, to give you an idea of something to do, just to encourage you and hopefully give you that just extra oomph that you needed to kind of get going again. So for those of you new to the Trunk Club world, I'll give you a little bit of info so that you can kind of decide, is it something you want to try for yourself? With Trunk Club, you pay $20 or $25, I'm forgetting now, for a styling fee. But if you have a Nordstrom credit card, that fee gets waived and you get the item sent to you for free. So that's the benefit of having a Nordstrom card. You can get these boxes once a month, once every 2 months, 3 months, whatever, and there's never a styling fee. So if there's nothing you like, you pack everything up in the box, in the same box that they mail to you, and you send it off. Shipping is always free, and you have a stylist that picks out up to 12 items for you, and based on what you're saying that you're looking for. And the cool thing about Trunk Club is they give you a preview. So you, before your trunk is sent, they send you what the items are. Say hello, Bentley. Hello. And you get to choose if there are items that you don't want to have sent to you. You can decline those items at that time of your preview. And what she'll do is fill that trunk back up with different items so that you still get up to about the 12 item mark. Once you get your trunk, you have about 7 days to be able to try everything on and decide if you want to keep them. And the cool thing is you can take the trunk back to a UPS store, or I just go right online in my Trunk Club account and schedule a pickup right from my front door. It works out great. So if you are interested in trying Trunk Club for yourself, it's a great way to shop. You don't have to go to the mall. You get items sent to you that are picked by a stylist, and you just get to try them on in the comfort of your own home. So if that sounds good to you and you are considering trying a trunk, I'm going to put my link in the description box below and try to pin it to the comment section at the top there. You guys can use that link and get a credit for yourself, and I get a credit for you guys trying it too. So it works out great both ways. So I am so thankful that you guys spent the time with me today. Thank you so much for joining me again. Until I see you guys next time, I hope you're having a great day and a great week, and I will see you soon. And Bentley, we'll see you soon. Bentley, we'll see you soon. Bye.